Hello, Dallas, and and friends from other places. This is your daily forecast with Jenae, and I missed yesterday, so y'all had to do your own daily forecast yesterday, and I apologize for that. I just a couple of weeks ago, I started teaching classes at a literacy center downtown. And so I teach a GED science course and an English as a second language course to adults. And it is a ton of fun. But that also means I have to wake up a little earlier on Mondays and Thursdays. And so you didn't get your video yesterday. So, hello. I hope all the things are good with you. Today is February 5, and it's Tuesday. In Dallas, it is currently absolutely gorgeous. It is like in the mid 60s right now, and the sun is pretty much out, and it's partly cloudy, but the sun is mostly out. It's supposed to be high as 75 today. Yesterday was equally as gorgeous, and the sunset last night. I was just talking to Mackenzie, and she, one of my friends, and she watched the sunset too. So, and it was just all of the colors. I don't know how I ended up being able to watch it, but it was fantastic. So, but it is going to rain tomorrow, and as you all know, that matters to me. So we're gonna gather up our light or whatever it is that we do and deal with some of the thunderstorms that we might be experiencing tomorrow. And then on Thursday, it's supposed to be a low of 28, which is crazy. So we're going to enjoy the heck out of today, just the absolutely gorgeous weather, and that's going to be awesome. So that's the weather, like our 3-day weather here. I've heard that the polar vortex has let up in the north, which is super great. I'm glad that it's over for you guys, at least for the time being. That is awesome. Happy New Year to people who celebrate the Lunar New Year. We are now officially in the year of the pig. And I don't know what that means, but it's on my great calendar here. And I saw some like New Year's celebration photos on Facebook. So happy New Year to the people who celebrate that. I will look more into that, because anything that is lunar, as you know, is like my very favorite thing. So I remember when I was young, going to a Chinese restaurant that had all of the like the animals that you could be, and we always chose the animals that we wanted to be versus the ones that we were, because there's like a rat, I think, and a boar or something. I might have been a tiger. I mean, you would still be, I might be a tiger, but I also maybe just only wanted to be a tiger. I might be like a sheep or something. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look that back up. But anyway, good memories. And I didn't get to, like I said, I didn't get to do my video yesterday, but yesterday was the new moon. So we're officially in the first quarter of the moon cycle. So let the planting begin. I think I'll plant next Monday. It's a planting day. It's in the first quarter, and it's in Taurus, which I don't know why that's important to like growing things, but apparently it is. So I'm just gonna try it out. I mean, I don't know if all these things are proven or not, but I've just been reading and trying to find out, what people are saying. And so I no harm in trying it. So next Monday. Woo. So yeah, we're in the officially first day in the first quarter. The moon is still in Aquarius, and but this evening we're moving into Pisces, and Pisces is a water sign, and it's very like a mad like artistic and um, thoughtful and uh, romantic and um, kind of abstract, but also very present. It's a very present sign, and so I like that. Jeremy is a Pisces. I'm a big fan of that. We're both water signs. I don't know how that ended up happening, but um, I've told him many times that he is my ocean, and if it weren't for him being in my life, I would have to really, really move to the water. But you guys probably there's some extra information for you. But I have been hungry for the ocean lately, so maybe I will see the ocean soon. I hope that would be so nice. Okay, so yeah, officially in the first quarter, moon changing signs this evening. When the moon changes signs, sometimes there's just like a couple of minutes in there when the moon changes from one sign to the next where unexpected things happen. And I think it's called void of course. And it's just like for a minute, it's kind of like being in international waters. It's like for a moment in time, you're not really anywhere. You're just there's just a moment where the moon isn't in any sign kind of, and so like some like something can happen, and so that actually shows on this calendar here, and this says it's at 6:59 p.m. tonight. So I don't know, usually they pass by without me noticing, but it's an interesting thing that I just read about recently. So the color for today is scarlet. So that is a red, and according to my calendar, that is courage and also good fortune. So I love that. That's great. So it's a red day. It's a bright red day. It's going to be nice and warm around here. That's probably one way I'll enjoy my red. I have vowed one of my important things for today is to spend some time outside because it's going to rain and then it's going to be super cold. So that's how I'm exercising my red today. I wanted to talk just a little bit about the new moon. Now, the new moon happened yesterday at 4:04 p.m. So we didn't actually see, because it's not dark here at 4:04, we didn't actually see the new moon like when it happened. New moons and full moons can happen during the day, and we don't notice them when that happens. We do see, pardon me, a moon that looks so full or a moon that looks so dark, but the moment it happens, sometimes we miss because it's during the day. The first new moon that I did my wishes for, and we'll talk about my wishes in a minute, actually happened at like 11 in the morning, and I was like, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to honor the new moon when it's 11 in the morning? But it was at 4 o'clock yesterday, so 4:04, and on the new moon, I have read a book and started practicing doing new moon wishes on the new moon and doing gratitude exercises at the full moon. And I found that to be really fulfilling to me and really grounding and really connective. And so basically what I do on the new moon is, and last night when I was watching the sunset, this is what I did. I went through and I wrote some of the things that have worked for me in the past month since my last new moon wishes. And I wrote down the things that I want to continue, the processes or like journeys that I want to continue on, or like baby steps that I want to take for my life to look like the life that I always imagined that I would have, a life that I dream of. And so I've written down quite a few wishes. Now, some people call them intentions, and they can be intentions if you want to, seem a little bit more adult. Some people call them intentions because calling them wishes sounds a little bit like, a little bit childish, but I very much like the idea of wishes because I like the idea of following my dreams and reaching for the stars. Those cliches, I actually love those cliches. And so I wrote down all of my wishes and I have them here, and I'm not going to read them all to you. I may read one or two, but I probably have like, I don't know, maybe 20 of them here. Now, some of them are very abstract. I find that the process of making new moon wishes is quite healing, and it allows me to wish. I don't draw any lines about what I wish for. And so I believe in the impossible things when I write my new moon wishes. I may not choose those to focus on, but I allow myself to, for example, wish that the summer would not be so hot here. That is one of the things last night, sitting and watching, being out in the weather as it was with like a blanket and a sweater, but also wearing shorts and just, it felt maybe like California weather or something, and the breeze and the sunset. It was idyllic, people. And so I found myself wishing that could continue for forever, that I could just come back to that memory. Well, I can come back to that memory anytime I want, but that those nights would continue. And that's just not true in Texas. We have a couple of weeks of this absolutely just drop dead gorgeous weather, and then it gets really hot. So I allow myself to wish for things like, I wish the Texas summer wasn't so hot. But it also allows me to see that and glean the importance from that wish. So what I did with that wish, even in just the few minutes that I was sitting there, is instead of wishing that summer would not be so hot, one of my new moon wishes or intentions, as your case may be, is to spend time outside enjoying the weather as it is right now over the next month, making it a goal, an intention, making a wish to spend as much time outside as I possibly can, so that I know that I've made the most of the gorgeous weeks that we have here in spring. And so that will be one of my wishes. That's one that I will share with you. That will be one of my wishes. But it came from my original wish, which was, I wish that Texas summers weren't so hot, And so you can wish for anything that you want, but it is good to know that if you decide to do this, and I would suggest it. It's absolutely fantastic. It makes you feel rooted in your life, and it gives you a direction for the month, and I absolutely love that. If you want more information on wishes, there is a book called Moonology, Ology. And I have it on my Kindle. I'm actually going to get a paper copy of it, and maybe I'll show it to you guys. If you look it up, it's by a woman, and her initials, I don't know why this is. I know her initials, I think, are V as in Victor, B like Brett. Like I know that those are her first name and last name, but I can't think of her first name and last name right now. But it's like, it talks about new moon wishes, and it talks about the power of the moon in your life and how you can use the moon to make your life what you want it, and to become focused. And I really like that. So I will get a paper copy of it, and in the next maybe 2 videos or so, I will bring it and show it to you guys so that you can see it. And just because it's a great book, and it's changed my days and it's changed my months so that I can focus on the things that are important in my life, and also feel like there's always a next time. One of the things that I like about the moon cycle is that it's not as big as a year, right? A year is 365 days, and trying to say this year, like New Year's resolutions, this year I'm going to do this, like that's a long time. I don't know if I can commit to a year, like a year is a really long time for me. And so saying like, oh, I'm going to, like, whatever it is this year, it's too long. But saying that between one new moon and the next new moon, so between yesterday, which was the 4th of February, all the way to the 6th of March, I have certain intentions. And that, like, breaking it up into smaller chunks like that has been really beneficial to me. Now, if my new moon wishes don't come about, I can wish them the next month, or I can decide that that's not really something that I wanted in my life. And that's another thing that I absolutely love. So, new moon wishes are great. What I do with this list, or what I've done with this list in the past probably 6 months, is I take all of the ones that I've written and I choose 10 or fewer. You don't want any more than 10. I would say that 7 is probably a good number. 5 is probably could be a better number if they're very like process oriented things, because it can be a lot. It can be a lot. So I would say like 5, 7, or 10, depending on how much of a perfectionist you are. This also teaches you that being a perfectionist doesn't work with the moon, and it doesn't work with intentions. You can do the best that you can, and it teaches me that I do the best that I can, and then I try again the next month, and I love that. So I will choose probably 10 of them. I will circle them out of this list. I'll rewrite them, and then I do what it suggests in the Moonology book is to draw them out, like some symbols, or like for me, I draw like a caricature of myself doing the thing that matters to me, whatever it is, whatever the wish is, whether it's like I'm wearing, I don't know, like with the one that I shared with you about spending more time outside. Maybe I'm, maybe my little caricature is outside and I'm, either wearing shorts or like a hoodie, but the sun is out and there are trees, and maybe I'm holding onto the dog's leashes or something like that. Or I'm outside, like sitting at a patio, like having a drink with a friend or something, like whatever it is. I actually draw a picture of that, and they're not very good. I didn't make one for you. Those are for me, and yours will be for you. What that does is it cements what you want that much more. And so that is why I draw them. She also suggests to meditate on them. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was something like a suggested 63 seconds a day or something. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was like something what I have it right now is on an audiobook. And so I've listened to it and listened to it and listened to it. And I got it on my Kindle because I was like, I need this in paper form. Like, I have to be able to go and use it as a reference. But the more I use it as a reference, I'm like, gosh, I really want a paper copy so I can, write in the margins and stuff. But I love, I love books anyway, like just, anyway, so I will draw those on cards, and I will on the back sometimes of those that they're like larger index cards. On the back, I will write maybe like 5 things I can do to make that wish a reality, like 5 ways that I can apply those to my life over the next month. Kind of have a little brainstorming sesh about my wishes and what they mean to me. And so sometimes I look at them again. Sometimes I don't look at them again. The exercise itself is enough. But sometimes I will make, like, I've made little books out of them before and have them on my nightstand so that I can remember if I get, if I get lost or something, or if I'm feeling particularly ungrounded or disconnected on a day, I will go back and, look at the pictures that I've made for myself. I have my own little picture book. So, or if I, if I feel like I want to do something meaningful, but I am feeling down or hopeless and I don't know what that is, which happens sometimes. You just feel that way. I can look at the backs of those cards and I will have something to do. I mean, if I have 5 ideas of how to be meaningful, how I can make this wish apply in my life that's applicable, then that's 50 things that I could do. Really, 5 times 10, 50 things that I could do. And that matters to me, that are purposeful, that bring me closer to the life that I love and the life that I have, but the life that that I'm building for myself. So those are good things. Those are all great things. I think that's it for today. This video, once again, at some point I will make shorter videos, I think. But new moon wishes are one of my very favorite things, and it has been just so close to my heart, and I really do want to share those with you in a meaningful and descriptive way, because it has given me a new way to think about my life, and it's given me, like I said, direction. I think I used that word before. So you can do new moon wishes at any time through the month. Suggestively around the new moon is the best. So probably today or tomorrow or the next day are good days. It's like in the Moonology book, it says up until 3 days after the balsamic moon or the new moon. They're the same. Balsamic, like vinegar, but balsamic. The balsamic moon or the new moon, they're the same, interchangeable words. And so that is Thursday, the 7th. So make some new moon wishes, like just one, even make a new moon wish and decide that you're gonna embody that this month. Whatever that means for you, or make a few, and you don't have to draw them if you don't want to. You can just write maybe 3 intentions on a note card and put them on your mirror, by your makeups, or by your desk at work, because this is a powerful time. For the next couple of days, it is a powerful time to manifest the good in your life that you intend because of the balsamic moon, because of where it's at, and the cosmos is responsive to you today. So get to it. Your new moon wishes. If you have any questions, let me know. If I don't know the answer, I will find the answer for you. Happy wishing, and I will see you next time.